Nogi picture, nogi picture. Hey! Fuck!
What is going on, people? Welcome to the video. What you guys just saw was a 315 kilo or 694 pound deadlift, which ended up hitting about 6 days ago from the date this video is uploaded. That was at the end of an SBD session, 2.5 kilo lifetime PR on a stiff bar with collars. So yeah, very happy about that. This was a 260 kilo last warm up before I took 280 kilo or 616 pounds for my paused top single for the day, which was also PR. Very happy with the execution and the pause here. This block, I've been feeling very strong about squats. I feel like I just got the amount of training dosage right. Legs are feeling very strong, having no complaints physically either. Very much injury free at the minute. I knew I would feel stronger that day, and it was very surprising to be able to hit this at the RPE prescribed. Then the back down sets were 3 sets of 8 up to 215 kilos for the top set. Also very happy with the execution here. I would say possibly that was the best squat session of my life. Very happy with the depth, very happy with the pauses. Also the reps looked very consistent, which is really reassuring. Also having no back pains, no knee pains at the minute, even though workload is probably the highest it's ever been total. So very happy about that. Body weight is hovering around 100 kilos, so just the usual off-season weight at the minute. Realistically, I need about 12 to 16 weeks to get ready for the competition right now, which is just a good place to be in, especially during this pandemic. After this squat session, I've had a slingshot bench, top single, which only ended up being 210 kilos. I wanted to save the juice for the deadlift, knowing it was a strong day. I wasn't particularly bothered about pushing a single on the bench, so only ended up hitting 210 kilos. And then I had just a 4x6 with 175 with a slanger and some Larson work before the 315 deadlift, which was at the beginning of the video. This was a few days prior to that session, which was a 195 kilo single. Very poorly executed. The unfortunate reality is at the minute that most of my bench work following my squats is very poor. My legs are very tired, my back is very pumped, which then means my arch is not the same height, which just makes the range of motion a little bit longer, which then unfortunately means I can't put the same weight on the bar. But that's also absolutely fine. It's all accounted for. I knew pushing the squat volume is going to have a negative effect on my bench, which is fine. It's all just a short-term thing. I know as soon as I take some of that like intra-workout fatigue away, bench will come back. So no issues there. The past couple of weeks was very interesting, which is why I haven't been uploading. I wanted to just accumulate enough footage for you guys to look at, which is like a little bit more interesting than putting warm-ups in just to kind of fill the video. But so like a couple of weeks ago, squats haven't been feeling great. I knew it was like that week 2 kind of high levels of acute fatigue whilst my body's not used to what I'm doing. But this was, by the way, this video was a 202 kilo single, which was also very poorly executed. But again, all I'm looking for is trends. In terms of difficulty, everything is quite similar at the minute, which is nice. Also, like being able to hit 202 the way I was feeling that day, I was very happy. Not looking to hit a whole lot more than like 205 to 210 whenever I get to compete anyway. That's kind of like what I'm expecting as my third attempt for a competition for now, which would also be like around the 20 kilo meet PR anyway, so I'll be very happy with that. So the thing I wanted to discuss in this video was taking the wins and taking the losses within a training block. So you will find that if you communicate with your coach that some days are going to feel strong and some days are going to feel weak, and that's all down to how your training is laid out in a particular microcycle. So the way my microcycle is laid out is that Monday and Thursdays are the strongest day of the week, whilst Friday tends to suffer a lot, as well as Tuesday tends to suffer a lot, which means that those days my training isn't a priority 1 session for the week. So I have my priority 1 squat, and priority 1 deadlift session on Monday, and my priority 1 bench session on Thursday, which are obviously the most important days of the week. Now that doesn't mean the other days are not important. They are important, but performance on those days isn't necessarily something I'm looking to improve upon, because as you would expect, if you are improving throughout the microcycle on the priority 1 days, which is essentially what you're after, you want to be making sure that the days that matter, you have high levels of performance, which would give you that positive feedback that the training you're currently doing is working. So basically what ends up happening is on those days you end up accumulating a ton of acute fatigue, as well as some accumulative fatigue as well, which end up feeding into the sessions the following day or the following couple of days, which isn't a reflection on your recovery ability. It's just a reflection on the fact that if you end up taking a huge W somewhere, unfortunately the L will come with it. You're going to have to take an L elsewhere. Now, what you need to keep in mind is not necessarily panicking about these things. You just kind of have to take it for what it is. Unfortunately, you can't escape fatigue, and that's something you're gonna have to account for in a training block. So I think we are coming to the end of this video. It's quite a little bit of a short one. Not much else to show really. Training hasn't been that exciting other than the lifetime PRs. So if you ended up listening till the end of this video, thank you so much. Please like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.